Hello everybody. If you can see that I am in the Digivolution chamber, that means I have accomplished a couple things since the last scene. First off it took me many retries to get a Toyagumon after much reconsideration, and I had to restart from a save file twice for Metal Greymon. And I'm also level 13 for everybody, which means they have reached their maximum. If you see the next level, those 9s are not an exaggeration, and no, my PC is not on the fritz. Literally, to level up to the next level, you need 99,999,999 plus. Now, how DNA Digivolution works, as I stated before, is you take it's A plus B divided by 5. A being Digimon 1 and B being Digimon 2. So for example, if I were to take Ninja, DNA Digivolve him with Hyperon, I would get Patamon, that is max EL would be whatever 13 plus 13 divided by 5 is. Now, the actual equation is actually A plus parentheses B divided by 2 close parentheses. So by order of operations, the division has to take place first. So then we have 13 plus parentheses 13 divided by 5 close parentheses would be 13 plus 2. This game does not factor in remainder. So that means this Patamon would have a DP of 1 because every time you DNA Digivolve, you gain 1 DP. And as much as I hate to have to use it on this guy, I need to jack up as many DP in order to strengthen my own Digimon. So here we go. Energize. Now, every time you DNA Digivolve, you have the option to rename. So from now on, I'm going to keep naming my Patamon one certain name. I'm gonna call him Mythos. As you can see, his base stats is actually slightly better when we first started off. This is the only way to strengthen your Digimon by DNA Digivolving, and by using chips that permanently increase. Also, their characteristics are also influenced. Like how, example, my HP is slightly higher than my MP. And as you can see, I got my second Metal Greymon, named him Zealot Greymon. And I just had enough characters too. So if I were to DNA Digivolve him and Greymon, Metal Greymon, I would get a Greymon. However, his maximum would only be 25. Right now, Ultimates at level 21 on Recruit, their maximum is 27. Which means, by doing the math, if I DNA Digivolve these two guys at level 27, I would have a Greymon whose max EL would be 32. Let's see. No. I take that back. It's 31. Which means you'll only have enough just to gain his last 300 extra HP and MP. So that's just something to keep a hold on these guys until I get another Greymon. Now, for example, you cannot DNA Digivolve rookie types, and this is just to show I got the Toyagumon, after 20 restarts using 2 toy planes. And here we have Electmon. Electmon has the Super Thunder Strike, which is a randomized attack, just like Tentomon's Super Shocker. Electmon can digivolve into Dremogimon, who digivolves into Meteormon, and then either Metal Garurumon or Bahumon. Yep. So there's nothing else I can really do. Now, every time you DNA Digivolve, your Digimon is moved into the far back. So it's taken out and put it into my server. So I actually had to go in and actually move them. Now then, for the time being, I want to have these 3 out. Now, Toy Agumon digivolves into Leomon until you have 4 DP, which then digivolves into Gatomon. Leomon digivolves into Panjamon, which is a snow version, with the full HP recovery as well. And then Gatomon digivolves into Anjawomon regardless of DP. Then Panjamon either digivolves into Saber Leomon or Phoenixmon. I don't know why it becomes Phoenixmon. That part just kind of baffles me. And then Anjawomon digivolves into an all-powerful Magnadramon. Now then, also off-screen, I took the time to actually get some items. I upgraded my Digi-Beetle's hand to level 2, and I bought the Missile and Bug Zapper. Believe it or not, I was shocked. There was actual bug nests in Bio's domain. Oh, wait a second. I forgot something. Okay, I just had a bit of a dirt moment there, I guess. Let's see here. I'm gonna get to get rid of 2 of those. Get 4 of those. I gotta get another Gabumon. Alright, before we leave. Alright. After we clear Bio's domain, we will have access to more Digi-Beetle parts. Should be able to, is what I want to say. Not playing this game for so long, and I'm just going... Everything I'm saying right now is just going straight off from what I'm trying to remember. And I completely forgot that I had... Ah, sheesh. Okay, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Completely forgot about Metal Greymon was in my line as well. I had to get him out so I can add a new Digimon. Alright. Now, attack-wise, Toy Agumon has the Toy Flame. Leomon has the Fist of the Beast King. And we know that Gatomon has Lightning Paw. Digimon has the Celestial Arrow attack. Saber Leomon has the Howling Crusher attack. While Magnadramon has the Holy Flame. Or Holy Fire. I can't remember the two right off the bat. Yeah, when it says trap can't easily be disabled, that's actually a translation error on the developer's side. It's actually trap can easily be disabled. Oh, that tells me it's in that room. Oh, need all the experience we can get, and with Corsolamon here, we can one-hit these guys, get easy EXP just to get back up to speed. Alright. And right there, Patamon learns Blue Blaster, but Blue Blaster is completely useless. The more DP the move has, the more damage or more effective its use is. 4 MP is not effective and not useful. Probably one of the main reasons why people don't like using Gabumon so much on their first shot here. Another thing to mention is that when we get to the point where we can get multiple levels, or we can get a very big amount of EXP per battle, how the EXP system works here is that you can't multi-level. You can only level up once per battle. Okay, right quick, here's the other gimmick that landmines can do. They can damage your ability to travel in certain directions. Right now, I'm going to click my right key. It's pointing northeast. Different level landmines will have different effects. Like that. There we go. Just move a few steps and you can move straight. Problem is you won't know if you're going to be inverted, reversed. It's just a mess. It's a toy car. I don't need a toy car right now. Also, the one thing I forgot to mention, that the Ninja Throw Star that... Oh. Interrupted by everything else, but good stuff. Well, I'll be, of course, now a Patamon appears. See if I can get one more Digivice in. As I was saying before, the Ninja Throw Star works the same with the Fist of the Beast King. Does normal damage if nobody hits it, and when somebody does hit it, instead of returning the damage with 1/3, it actually deals 1/3 damage plus to its normal damage that it would do. Very interesting. Alright, we got a Patamon. I'm drawing a bit of a blank on a second Patamon. I wasn't expecting a second one to come out and jump at me. Well, I'll just stick with Wally. That means I can't get the Gabumon I was trying to get. Okay. This is a bug nest. No bug nest for this type of bug nest type. Now, you have 4 bug types. You have EP bug, bit bug, memory bug, and the worst one of them all, the return bug. EP bug will eat up a certain amount of EP per step. It's essentially, it's like putting Drano in your system, and it's just like putting a hole in your EP in your gas tank. The bit bug, it eats up your bits like there's no tomorrow. And when you run out of bits, it'll eat up and destroy your Digi-Beetle parts. Also, memory bug takes up 1 memory slot permanently, and it is not fixed until you use a bug kill for memory bug killer, or you exit the dungeon. And the worst one of them all, the crippler of the domain dungeon going, is the return bugs. These guys are the worst and the most annoying. What return bugs do is take your team that is in your standby, or with you, not in your server, grabs them, puts them in the server, and then literally leaves you high and dry with a certain amount of steps until either you're stuck with just a handful or you just got 1 left. It cannot take... Well, the good news is that it will lead the Digi-Beetle when you have 1 Digimon left. Bad news is, if you're mincemeat into a domain and you're about ready to fight the Digimon you want and you're spamming gifts and then, oop, return bug takes off your best hitter, then you're literally in for a real fun time. Okay. I'm going to try my luck here and hopefully not frickin' die. Yeah, there's already a big difference between the two. Let's see how much damage these guys do, the rookies. 18, but I can't tell if that's the middle or the far right. Okay, that one did 14. $25 total. Okay, these guys are gonna be trouble. Definitely got trouble. Sheesh. Might have been a mistake doing this. It's risk versus reward here. These guys give 22 EXP, and this will definitely help them get faster levels. Problem is I don't have any data revival discs. That's probably an oversight on my part. But there's not really much you can do when you're limited to just 8 slots, and you gotta beat about 5 to 6 dungeons just to get a slot upgrade. Alright, I should be able to tank 1 hit from the Candlemons if they decide to go after the far right Patamon or Wally. Yep. Okay, 23, okay. I've got to compare these guys' stats real quick. Forty, 40, 26. Yep, and right there, it says right there, Parents, Ninjamon, Centarumon. However, it does have a character limit, and it's just about at Centarumon's length. 48, 48, 48, 49, 29. 38, 37, 23. Big difference. And there's also, on the topic of virus types, I haven't talked about them in a while. There's one specific one that I find rather interesting, actually. And that is Sakaimon. Sakaimon has an attack called Friendly Fire, a 4 MP move that does not deal damage to your opponent, but damage to one of your own Digimon. Now, it actually has its own uses. If you have counterattacks, you can set them off. And they'll be directed at your opponent, and not you. Sakaimon also digivolves into a variety of other Digimon. One of them being one of my favorites, the Vidramon, with the Crimson Claw. And that sucker is nasty. An 18 MP move. That essentially has the possibility, according to the description, to paralyze, poison, and one over. Paralyze, confuse. Yeah, paralyze, poison, or confuse. So we're at 48, 49, turns into 51, 51. Yeah, so it's just going up just barely. For 26, 26. Yep, there's a repeating pattern. It's just recruit, level, DNA Digivolve, level, recruit, DNA Digivolve, and just lather, rinse, repeat. It's just getting started is the hard part. When we get to domains where we actually get champions and we get ultimates available, then it gets much quicker. Now, there are some cases where there are some Digivolutions that'll cause mutations. I think there was one right off the hand that if you combined a Metal Greymon and one other Digimon, you'd get a Sanyamamon for some reason. Sanyamamon does not Digivolve. Yeah, I do apologize we have not gotten to the juicy part, but I hope that some explanation of the game and the techniques have somewhat made up for that lack of charisma. I mean, it's not like Digimon World 3, I could just build my charisma up at this point. It's like a repeat of Digimon World 1 is just gotta grind. Okay, what's in the treasure box? Eh, why not? There goes my map again. For an MP disc, that is the worst trade-off ever. No, I take that back, there's worse. A shooter gun for an MP disc. Then I would be really oh, I'd be really, really mad. That is a level 2 magnetic field where you need electrospore, where you need a mag missile 2 to break it. It's either a web, sometimes they like to be hidden too, so watch your step. There's none here. There's one, and I see a Gabumon. I'ma fight it. I'ma not. So I'm just burning EP at this point. See, nope. Deny me that. Deny me this. And it's gotten bad because I don't even remember how I even got up to this point. Okay, so let's talk about a bit more about Patamon's family. I believe I already talked about Ninjamons, Starmons. I have not talked about Angemons or Wizardmon's attacks. Wizardmon has the Thunderball, which is a counterattack. If it is not triggered, it just does normal damage. If it's triggered, it's 100% paralyze. Angemon just has the we call the Fist of Fate. It's not called the Hand of Fate. Here it's called the Fist of Fate. Also known as Heaven's Knuckle. That's a we one hit the guy. Tough. Yeah. I had to open my mouth on that. Yep, Mythos is in trouble. Yep, everybody levels up. But I reached the point where I just can't go anymore. 66 deep EP is not nearly enough for me to find my way back. So we're just going to have to just autopilot. It's almost at the point my stats are almost higher than Metal Greymon's. Yep. Main reason why EP battery tank needs an upgrade or get a bigger item box by BIOS domain is because of that 4th floor always drains it. Okay. No, pretty much. Digimon from Corsalamon out there. And okay. That's going to be the end of this segment. I'm going to do some off-screening grinding so I don't bore people. And then I'm going to get one more Digimon recruit, and then I'll see you back here when I got the new set, DNA Digivolved, and we'll be fighting the boss on the next run. Until then,